Hi friends, welcome to Saral Trader. So some people ask me to share a system, which can be used to trade indices and futures. So I have made this system. I mean, it's not my system. It's generally a trend following system that is simple to use, very easy to understand. Now, this system typically takes positions, works best with indices and highly traded commodities like crude, gold. And if you're trading indexes, you're buying some stocks of QQQ, IWM, that is fine. But if you're trading futures, one thing that I will suggest is that you use hedges as well, because futures being leveraged and volatile, there can be major drawdowns, which can come in, like this one. There was a big gap down, then another big gap down, then major gap down again. 3 days it just gap down. So you can get stuck, and emotionally, while markets are now trading almost at higher level, the stress of holding those positions becomes much higher. So it's always good that you are hedged. If you're trading futures, if you're not trading futures, or my screen got stuck. Let me see what's happening here. Oh Lord, let me see if it comes back. Generally it does. Yeah. So generally, it works well. So what you have to do is you can put a moving average, simple moving average here. Like this is a 200 day. You can also put a 100-day one, or 100 period, and you can pick a time frame of your choice. This system will work on almost all time frames, but typically I use 10 minutes. So what you have to do is you have to wait for an opportunity where markets move above this and they give you two consecutive closes, predominant closes. Like you see, this market went up one candle, and then the second candle also it closed. This is your entry point. Now you can take an entry point here and remain in this trade until and unless there is a similar pattern, like two consecutive candles fully formed, close below the line. So now you got an entry. There was a confirmation. You can enter the trade here, and then you are sailed, and then it's coming down, but it's not close. So this signal is still running. Now, if you see, uh, so if you're buying a future here, what you will do immediately, you will buy an hedge. Now, how you hedge, what to use, how much time, that is something that you can decide. If you want to learn how to hedge, you can reach out to me. And then if you see, this will work both on long and short. Now, if you see, we got these two full candles here. Market went up, then it again retraced, and then if you see this price action here, the market came up, and then there was a major gap down without any signal, so any warning, and then it just kept going down, down, down. We were at 473, and the low that was made was 402. So 20% fall in just matter of few days can happen. And if you're trading futures, it becomes extremely difficult to manage those kind of emotions, when you're falling. And this system will work on all the time frames. Let's see another entry here. So markets gave an entry. There was one close, second close. Immediately you got the second close. You will take the put, you take the future. This is Nasdaq, and then let the system run. Look at this kind of move that you got. From 485, the entry was 477. You got 485, almost 2% move in say a couple of days, and it actually went even higher. You went up to 485, and then there was a reversal, and then you had two consecutive closes below it. Ideally, when you are exiting the position or you're taking a short position, you need two consecutive red closes, right? Like this one was a red, then you got a green, then you got a red, then you got a green. This is not considered an entry for short. You need two consecutive red candles, which I think you got here. So there was a short entry which you could have taken, and then it fizzled out, and it got stopped out. Then this is your another, if you see, this is your long entry on this one. The system is getting stuck again and again. I don't know why. is an issue. Let me just check it. Yeah. So this is the system, and how to stop, how much hedge you have to take, all you can decide. Even if you see crude oil, you can use USO. USO is a crude oil. Now you see, uh, this is 10-minute chart again. You got this entry. This was the confirmation, and then it just didn't do, and there was a gap down. Now, if you don't have the hedge, this position can be very nasty. Now, markets again came back. You got your entry here, and now currently this trend is running, right? And very simple to use. Anybody can do it. You can use options also if you want. Typically options do better. If options can be one way of doing it, futures can be another way of doing it. Now you see, you will get very good solid trends formed in this system. You got one entry here, then there was a confirmation. You got a confirmation at 73, it went up to 75, it even went up to 76. So this is one way, and it works both long and short. Now, if some people only want to short, this was the entry. See, you got one candle, then there was a green candle, then there was a red, and then the second red. You just enter here, and you got all this move, entry, green, second green never came here. So this was one green above the line, second no. Then again, there was no entry, there was no entry. This was the entry point. You got the entry, two green candles back to back, and then it closed. For long entries, even if you get a red close, you should be fine. One green and one red is okay. But for short, you should have a full confirmation that you got two back to back red candles. So, this is a very simple system to use. If you have any questions, do let me know. Thanks.